Good morning, everyone. How are you? So, today I am reacting to Foodie Beauty's latest live stream called Hi. A little word of warning, I'm in a mood today, hence a change of avatar. Whenever you see this avatar, that means it's not going to be an entirely happy stream. So, what happened today? Well, Foodie Beauty said last night that she was taking BBJ to his new forever home. And she just posted a community post showing herself in the car with BBJ. She was smiling, looking delighted. And we're going to go over that post, and I'm going to show the post amongst other things. I know a lot of you come to my channel because you enjoy the Calma Reacts. And I'm going to try to keep my calm as best I can for this react, but you have to understand something. I'm a cat mama. I've owned cats since I was 18 years old. I've had several. So Chantal doing what she's doing to BBJ and Sam and knowing the reasons behind it, it's got me very upset. And I want to make my position clear. I am all for the cats finding a better home. I think they both deserve it. She is an unsuitable, irresponsible, neglectful pet owner. She shouldn't have pets, period. Whether it's a cat or a hamster or a bird or a dog, she doesn't need to own pets. She can't take care of herself, so why bring an innocent animal into the mix? It just doesn't make sense. I am all for the cats going to another home. Here's the problem. Chantal lies, and I don't trust her when she says that she's found the cats a home. Because she does lie. Because even when the cats were in her care, she didn't give them enough care when they were with her. Why would she care about where they're going and what's going to happen to them? If she were a pet owner under, say, dire circumstances, doing everything she can to find them a home, I would support that. But this is not that. There are no dire circumstances. She's simply giving up the pets because they are in her way. They're a burden because she wants to chase a man halfway across the world. She looks at them as a burden. Although pets are not a burden, they are gifts. They are gifts that we are given that make our lives more loving, more fun. They give us unconditional love and companionship. So anyone who's a pet owner, cherish your time with your pet because it is very precious. Unfortunately, they don't last forever. But while they're here, they give us all the love that we could ever hope for, and they do it unselfishly. So Chantal did a live last night, the last night with Sam, and it was called Pizza Party. So the last night that her cat, Sam, was with her, she was eating pizza, and she was basically throwing a party. An unusual reaction to somebody who is about to give up a pet they've had for 9 years. And as you'll see with the community post, she doesn't look the least bit sad, where most of us would be. I wished long ago that Chantal would have really rehomed her cats because they need it. They need a better home. They need better owners that will take care of them, that will give them what they deserve. Like I said, I don't trust her. I don't trust her to keep her word. I don't trust her to tell the truth. Those of us that watch Chantal, we will never know what really happened to BBJ and Sam. All we can do is pray that they end up somewhere under the best circumstances. And for those who watch Foodie Beauty, those of us that watch because we're waiting for karma to really get to work on her, allow me to tell you something that might give you a bit of comfort. In circumstances like this, when you have an awful person that is so incredibly awful that there is just no saving them, sometimes karma will hold off on going full throttle until that person is no longer around other people or perhaps living beings that would be harmed with karma going full throttle. In Chantal's case, that would be her cats. So if the cats are in a better place, which would be good for them, then maybe that's when karma is really going to get to work on her. And you know what, Chantal? I'm going to say the same thing to you that Pete has said to BBJ on more than one occasion. No mercy. You give none, therefore you shall receive none. If you want to ruin your health, that's your business. If you want to go run off and be with Salah, that is also your business. But don't expect me or anybody else to be merciful with you in a reaction. It's just not going to happen. You are a selfish, evil, rotten, thoughtless woman. And you may delude yourself into thinking that you're on top of the world and you have everything, when in fact you're losing everything by choice. You're giving up real love for fake love. You want real love, but you've had real love the entire time in your own house. You just couldn't be bothered to take care of it. And now you're giving it away for some man who doesn't even want you, who doesn't love you, that you have to pay money for just for him to pay attention to you. Maybe that's what you deserve. Maybe you don't deserve real love. Maybe fake love is the best you can do. Well, real love is a gift. You don't deserve that gift. You were given a gift of love years ago with BBJ and Sam. You don't value it, so you don't deserve it. And I hope that wherever they go, they get everything they are deserved. And you too, just in a different way. So let me just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see and hear everything. So let's start with what happened yesterday. So a picture has surfaced on Twitter of Salah in bed with a young woman. She looks like to be an attractive woman. I'm not going to show the picture because I want to protect the woman's privacy. I don't know this woman, but the picture was taken of Salah in bed with a woman, and she was naked, or at least halfway naked. I saw the full edited picture. There was a lot showing. I'm not comfortable with showing her face or her body because I just don't feel good with that. But trust me, there was a picture. It's been spread all over the Twitter. Her face has been cropped out so nobody can tell who it is. So Salah was in bed with a woman. She was asleep, and he took a picture of her. Salah, that is creepy. That is absolutely creepy. Taking a picture of somebody while they're asleep, that is a breach of privacy, sir. That could get somebody in serious trouble in Kuwait. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done it. But the picture has surfaced. It's all over Twitter. Chantal knows about it, and she's doubling down and defending Salah, saying that it's an old picture. But even if it's an old picture, even if it is, you know that bothers her because she's an insecure, jealous woman, and the thought of her man being with another woman, especially one that might be attractive, I'm sure that's driving her mad. So I'm going to cover the video put out by Piggy. I'm going to leave a link for Piggy's video in the video description, and please go check out the video by Piggy. Give them a like. I'm doing that right now. And maybe leave a comment for the video, if you would. Let me just go ahead and share the screen. I got to make sure I got the right one. And see. I got to make sure I got the right link. Sorry. Okay. So there's a video. This is from the live that I'm going to cover. And Salah is actually in the chat and denying that it's him, although you can tell by the picture that it is him. And what's interesting is that when I saw the picture, my immediate thought was, isn't that funny? That when Chantal was with, I believe it was Tony, she took a picture with a red light filter. And then Salah's picture was the same. So isn't that weird how both pictures look very much alike? But anyway, let's play the clip from Piggy. Thank you for posting this video, Piggy. So let's see what Chantal has to say.
Like, number one, there's no proof that's Salah. His face is not showing. But I will say, okay, even, let's assume it is Salah. Do you guys not think of the concept? Do you not realize? Okay, say it's him. He has a past. Like, he's a man, okay? He has a past. Like, he's a man, okay? So a man would have past relationships with people. Yes, it happens. Like,
I would like to remind you of something that you said, Chantal. Remember when you were seeing the gentleman who was married? You were saying this married gentleman who was seeing you intimately. I forget his name. There's been so many guys you told us about, and half of them are made up. But you were saying that this man's wife was in a different country. Therefore, it's okay for him to cheat. Well, you're in Canada and Salah is in Kuwait. So does that still apply? Does that logic still work? Because you guys are separated by distance. So if you're supposed to be married to him and he wants to go out and be with another woman, then it's okay. Because you said that. That's what you said. If she doesn't count, she's not around. So I don't know what happened between Salah and this young lady. I don't know when it happened. But I'm just reminding you of your logic that even if somebody is married, if their wife isn't right next to him, then the cheating doesn't count.
do you not remember the pictures of Tony, me and Tony I posted? Same thing, same red light even. Oh no, oh no.
And Flop Era is saying in the chat, and this is a very interesting question. Why did Salah send those pics, though? Yeah, why did you, Salah? So if I heard correctly, Salah sent those pics to Allah. Salah, why would you do that? First of all, why would you take the pic in the first place? The young lady was sleeping. That's creepy and it's wrong. Secondly, why would you send it to somebody? I mean, what did you hope to accomplish? If you want to sharmoot all over Kuwait, fine. But why take pics of your conquests and share them with your friends? That's just rude.
Oh. That woman was skinny. Well, why do you think he's not with her today, Flop Era? The woman was skinny, and he's with a fat bitch today. So what does that tell you? Oh no! Guess who won? Me!
You know what that tells me? That tells me that Salah will sleep with anybody for any reason. That's what that tells me. It tells me that he is not a man that has an interest just in bigger women, that he has an interest in women who are also smaller. And how do you feel about that, Chantal? How do you feel about that? Knowing that your man goes after women of different sizes, not just your size. So if you're in Kuwait with this man, he might be looking at a woman smaller than you and be attracted to her. He's not strictly a man that likes women of a bigger size. Apparently anybody will do. I mean, the fact that he's hanging around you and doing things with you, that just tells me that he can be bought. He's got a price and he'll sleep with anybody for any reason. And apparently the reason he's with you is for money. That's what he's after.
Hey. Ha. So nobody has a red light in their room? I know! Let's see the date. They're probably way old. Way old. They prove the only thing that they prove is that you people are insanely thirsty and salty, and you're just going to have to stay mad because...
You know what? As far as you and Salah, and if he is sleeping around, I really don't care about that. Honestly, I just don't care. I care about what happens to BBJ and Sam. I care much more about that. I'm angry about that. I'm not angry about them going to better homes. What I'm angry about is that I know they're probably not going to the best homes because you're in such a hurry to get rid of them. That's what I'm angry about. If they were in better homes, I would breathe a sigh of relief because that needed to happen. That needs to happen. But I know you, Chantal. You don't care about your pets one way or the other. You just want them out of the way. But if Salah is over there sleeping around either in the past or in the present, don't give an F about that. I hope, madam, since you're showing no mercy to your cats, I hope that life shows no mercy to you. That once those babies are in better homes, and I'm praying that happens, that karma goes full throttle on you, takes the brake pedal off and pushes the gas pedal. Hope it does. Hope it does. And you will deserve every bit of it. Hope you're ready for that big plate of justice that's going to be served to you. You have to eat every bite without complaint. I hope that Salah takes all your money and leaves you high and dry with no home, no cats, no nothing. You will deserve it.
That's it. All that proves is that this person who did the leaking is a big piece of crap, and I mean, who cares? I mean, really, like, nobody cares. Nobody cares what somebody does 2 friggin' years ago. Like, what am I gonna care? Hi, Mishy Moo. Babe, like, seriously, are you gonna, like, be mad at me for any past relationships I had? No. Thanks, bad baby. Hi, everybody. I just saw the pic on Reddit. There's like an inch of the man shown who looks like every other Arab man in the world. Right. Gingivitis bees. No. Fat Judy. Salah has never seen, looked at, breathed.
You know, Mimi brings up a question that I have. The question is why Allah leaked this now, why Allah has this pic saved on his phone. Yeah, I have that question too, especially knowing that Allah is a married man with a wife. Why would a happily married man with a wife have a picture of his friend's conquest on his phone? Wouldn't that be disrespectful to the wife to have that on your phone or have that saved somewhere? So that just looks funny to me.
Me or touched another woman before Chantal. Yeah, right. Anyway, I'm assuming, theoretically, allegedly, that these pictures, if it was true, let's say it was between Salah and Allah. What does that say about Allah?
You know, the thing is, if Allah and Salah were friends, and Salah knows that Allah is a married man, why would you send one of your friends who's a married man a picture of a woman that you're having intimate relationships with, especially something that intimate? It wasn't a picture of just her face or her with her clothes on. It was a very explicit picture. Why would you send a married friend an explicit picture? Wouldn't that be disrespectful to that man and his marriage to his wife?
Asking for these kinds of pictures. Like, wouldn't you be bothered if your husband was receiving like pictures like this? Please, I'm sure he was like, oh, please don't send me pictures. Right, you're so virtuous. Why does he have it saved on his phone when it's probably from like 2 years ago? Exactly. It's probably from like years ago. It's probably an old photo, and it's no proof that it's of Salah. So, Ella, why did you have this saved on your phone? Your wife must love that. A lot of de-youths around here. BB. Allah just showing how much of a creepy and horrible husband he is to that poor woman. Right? Like, I know what pictures, we know what pictures are in each other's phones. Like, I would freak out.
Oh, so you're confessing that you go through Salah's phone? Are you confessing that you check his phone? That's something that an insecure, jealous woman would do. And you are insecure and jealous. If you love your husband, you're not going to go through their phone. You're not going to need to because you love your man and you trust them. Trust is part of love. You don't trust your partner, you don't have a partner, Chantal. You don't have a partner. If the only way you can trust your man is to be sitting right next to them and going to their phone and making sure they're not talking to anybody, you don't really love them. You're just out to control them.
Like that, if that was Salah, that picture's not even in his phone. So the fact that it's still in Allah's phone though, and not in apparently the original intended recipient, that's so weird. Anyway, deep fake eyebrow. I would talk to Salah about that for sure. Sounds like an important convo and you wouldn't ignore it. Well, Anna Loverly, trust me, I know everything about my husband. I know about his past. He knows about my past. Nobody's an angel. And I know everyone's like freaking out. Oh, look at the pictures, the leaked pictures. Like, please.
You know, she is right. Everybody has a past. But I would be questioning myself if I had a partner. I mean, if I had a partner that, okay, so they're sleeping around before me, and they have to go so far as to take pictures of their conquest and send them to people. What kind of a person is that? Why would they do that? It's not something that you do. People do have relations with other people. Not everybody goes that far where they have to, oh, look what I did. You know, some things are best left private. It's very disrespectful. The woman was sleeping. She wasn't consenting to her photo being taken. She wasn't okay with it because she couldn't give the okay. Salah, you're a creep for doing that. You're an absolute creep, sir.
There's nothing to explain. Like, even if it was him, how can I expect him not to have any pictures with women? How can I expect him to never be with a woman? Like, so, you know what I mean, though? Like, I can now bring any pic from the internet and upload and say it's flop era. Would you believe it? Yeah.
And I'm just going to throw this in here while it's still on my mind. A lot of people might be asking why BBJ is still there. And I'm going to say something, and I'm not saying it to make anybody upset. It's just a theory, and it's my theory. I don't know if anybody else would agree. In my opinion, my theory is the reason why Chantal still has BBJ is because she's waiting for YouTube payday to pay to have her put down. That's just a theory. I'm not saying that to upset anybody, but it's a theory that makes sense because euthanasia is not free.
And you can say the eyebrow. Oh, you can say the eyebrow. Hi, Ash. Lola, hi. But literally, and I don't like to bring this up, talk about anybody from my past, Tony had the same hair and eyebrow.
Okay, Lolo has said, I saw the pic and I'll say this. Unless there are others where we can see full faces, there isn't much to talk about. You know what, Lolo? There is a bigger picture. It's just that the edited picture on Twitter, it was edited and it was cropped purposely to not show the woman's face, to protect her privacy. There is a more explicit picture showing a lot more. It's just that those who posted the pic on Twitter did not want to fully dox the woman, did not want to show her face because over in Kuwait, that can be very, very serious. The picture was cropped to not show certain things for, severe reasons. Her face was cut out to protect her privacy.
As Salah. Same. Same red light too, as the picture, or as like Salah used to have. Anyone can have a red light picture, a red light. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. That's it. A lot of I think a lot of Arab men have deep eyebrows. So I would really just be explaining, if I were Allah, to my wife why I have pictures of other women on my phone. Seems interesting. Unless she's in on this weird grift. I don't know. It's all speculation. He was trying to dox fake pic of me. He will see the results soon legally. Oh. I have a popcorn machine. Ella wants salad, so he kept the pic. Ella is a bear. I don't know what's going on, Squeaky From. I don't know. He says he doesn't have anything against Salah. Well, why do all this,
Okay, so that is the video from Piggy. Let me go ahead and exit full screen. That's the video from Piggy. I will leave a link for the video in the video description. Please go give Piggy a like and a comment if you would. I got to keep switching screens. Okay, so that is a video from Piggy. What else do we have here? Okay. So everybody saw that Foodie did a little pizza party last night. Let's see, I got to find the right. There we go. So Foodie had a little pizza party last night, even though it was her last real night with Sam. This is the post that she did this morning. She says, Chubby is gone to his forever place. The woman who adopted him seems amazing. He got on one more bees. He got out of his carrier, but I got in some last hugs before handing him over. Yes, I am very sad, and I will miss him forever. But sometimes in life, we have to make these decisions, and they are never easy. Bye, Beezer. You will always be a big Beezer in my heart. So you know what? In the live that she did last night, she wasn't crying. She wasn't upset. She seemed delighted. She went the whole live, and near the end, that's when she was trying to force out some tears. Taking the tissue and jamming it into the corners of her eyes, trying to make herself cry and make it seem like she was sad. I'm not buying it, Chantal. I'm not buying what you're selling. And here you are making this post. You don't look sad to me. You don't look like you've been crying, or you don't look sad at all. You look happy. Look at you with a great big smile. Look at you. Oh, and Chantal is also editing comments on this post, because a lot of people have left negative comments, as you can imagine, but she's editing the post. But there's Sam. And by the way, Chantal, something that seems funny to me. You said that Sam was going to go to a farm. He was going to be basically a barn cat. Ma'am, have you looked out the window? It's in the middle of winter. It is cold outside. There's snow on the ground. How in the world would he survive outside, being a cat that you've had him since he was a baby, since he was a kitten? He's going to be a barn cat in the middle of winter with all that snow? How would he survive? That doesn't even make sense. But of course, Chantal lies. So here's some of the comments before she gets rid of them. Baxter says, what if your relationship ended tomorrow or a month from now? Poor Sam, this is so sad. What did she say? She says, it won't, but what are we supposed to live off of? What ifs? Regardless, I'll be traveling. Mickey says, yeah, sure, you'll be traveling. You can't even travel from the kitchen to your room without getting out of breath. And staying in a hotel room is not considered traveling. Absolutely true. She wants to be a world traveler, but yet she can barely move. She has trouble just walking for 2 minutes. So where exactly are you going to travel to, Foodie? The next fast food joint? The next BK? The next McDonald's? That's basically going to be your eat, pray, love journey. Going from Starbucks to Burger King to KFC and back again? Doesn't sound like much fun to me. Ubi says, Foodie Beauty, you won't be traveling. You're one flight away from deep vein thrombosis. In fact, you're one flight of stairs from a massive heart attack. You know, even now, I'm not wishing anything medical upon Foodie, but it doesn't make sense to me to want to be a world traveler if you can't travel safely. If you can't really walk or hike or enjoy the sights, what is the point? Why not stay in one location, get yourself well, and then go travel? But I don't think Foodie really wants to travel, y'all. I think she's just in a hurry to get close to Salah, to be next to Salah so she can control him. That will be the extent of her traveling. Going back to Kuwait so she can sit in a little box with Salah and him go out and get her food and her sit next to him and get on his phone and control him. That's pretty much going to be the extent of her traveling. IOC says, Foodie Beauty, you are supposed to assume your responsibilities from start to finish, aka being an adult, not abandon your cats when it suits you. And well, she's not an adult. She's a toddler in adult skin, but not a real adult. Let's see. Lagatha says, you seem so happy. Can't understand that bright smile, but I guess everyone is different. You know why she's happy? She knows that what she's doing is upsetting a lot of people. And Chantal is sadistic that way. She likes to hurt people. She does. She likes to hurt people, and she knows that her getting rid of the cats is hurting a lot of people. A lot of people are upset with this, not just the viewers on her channel, but the reactors too. Anybody who has a heart, anybody who cares about animals, seeing the way that she's quote unquote rehoming the cats is upsetting to them. It's not that anybody is against the cats going to a new home. It's how she's doing it and knowing that she's irresponsible, and she's not caring if they go to a good place. She's not taking the steps to make that happen. That's where everybody's having the problem. Luna Lovecraft says, why did you have to give him away? I could never. What does she have to say? Foodie Beauty says, because I'm moving to another country in a smaller living accommodations, and this is the best thing for him. No, it's the best thing for you. It's the best thing for you. You don't want to be bothered. You don't want to be burdened. You look at your animals as a burden, and that's why you're doing it. Let's see. Bradley D says, this is the end of your channel. I don't know if it's the end, but I'm sure a lot of people that watch Chantal, and they were watching just because they got attached to the cats, they care about the cats, they're leaving. Chantal lost 200 subscribers yesterday. In my opinion, that wasn't enough, but we'll see what happens with that. Lois says, I'm so sad I'm actually crying. Yeah, and that got 42 thumbs up. Blissful Tingle says, I would be a blubbering mess with mascara running down my face, right? She's had Sam for, what, 7 years? And BBJ for 20, and she's not sad. They're not even my cats, and I was crying yesterday. And she's the owner, and she can't even shed a face full of tears. I guess she's not saving her tears for BBJ. I guess she's saving them for Salah. So that's the community post. Let's see if there are any more comments, although I doubt that Chantal's going to let really nasty ones stay up. Yep, she got rid of some of them already. So that's the post. I got to keep switching screens. One moment. Let me just show you guys this too. So this is Social Blade. This is Chantal's Social Blade. Oh, 1 second. Here's her stats. She lost 200 people. Because of this, she lost 200 people. Y'all want to see something really funny? Look up here. She lost 200 people. She bought 200 subs. And buying subs is something that Chantal does from time to time. It's an ego thing for her. For those who are asking, can you buy subs? Yes, you can. There are different websites where you can buy subs. Do I recommend it? No, absolutely not. It's stupid. It's stupid because when you buy subs or buy views, that doesn't really help your page. But Chantal will do that from time to time. She'll buy subs. YouTube bots will pick up on it, delete the subs, and then if she loses people, she'll buy more. So she lost 200 subs to keep her numbers up, to keep her ego going. She bought 200 more. Boom. 200 here. 200 here. At this point, Chantal, I don't understand why you would buy subs. It's just a number on a page. Those bought subs, they're not going to contribute to your views or super chats, but I guess that's how you want to spend your money. Rather than take care of your cats and take them to the vet and get the medical care and have their nails clipped and take them to a groomer's, you're more concerned with keeping your sub number up. I guess that's the most important thing to you. Let me get rid of that page. Okay, so let's go over to Twitter now because there's stuff on Twitter that I'd like to show you before the live stream. There's my Twitter. Those are my babies. So Twitter was ablaze this morning with the picture of Salah and the unnamed female. Chantal's deleted comment says he didn't want to leave. Look, he's holding on to you with his paw and you're smiling ear to ear. You look real sad. This is fake. I'm so beyond mad. So Chantal made sure to take a picture of herself taking Sam to an undisclosed location. I mean, she doesn't even bother anymore with the correct emotion for the correct situation. She's smiling. She's got to get that selfie in. I can't with her today. I feel so sad for Sam. This is an old pic of Chantal and Sam. And I support this picture. I support Sam giving her a bit of a bite. This is from French Fry Girl. She says, fun fact, cats are so respected in Islam that the only animals allowed to enter the great mosque in Mecca. This tweet says, a cat rests in Saudi Arabia's mosque in Mecca, just a few hundred feet from the Kaaba, the most sacred site in Islam. The fact that cats are allowed in such close proximity to the site reflects the Prophet Muhammad's devotion to felines. Yes. So cats are revered with the Muslim people in the Muslim faith. And Chantal has cats. And she's supposed to be a newly reverted Muslim woman, and yet she doesn't respect hers. So she doesn't respect her faith. I don't respect her. Mrs. Robinson says she called Allah that word because he got Salah's naked photos, allegedly. What about your fake husband? He's the biggest blank for selling his dignity for Canadian sponsorship. Your blank is the creep taking pictures of his bed conquest. Yep. Yep, Salah, you were wrong for that, taking pictures of women while they're asleep. I mean, really? Really, that's what you're doing? And Mrs. Robinson, I echo your thoughts. And I'm really hoping and praying that the cats go to a better place. And I hope that once that happens, karma gets to work on this one. I mean, really gets to work. It's been working on her for a minute, but I hope it picks up speed after the two are in a better place. Season says, just close your channel now, you selfish, irresponsible, disloyal, heartless blank. No cats, no Pete's, no villa, no Kia, no channel. No one is about watching you couch surfing until you meet back up with your fake AF husband who is boring. Yep, I hope that happens. Hidden Truth says, Foodie Beauty, didn't she say that it's illegal to date in Kuwait, so Salah couldn't be dating anyone, but somehow she says it's a fake picture? Yet somehow Salah managed to date and have affairs with a woman and send pics to his friends. But she claims that he's a good Muslim man. Oh, really? He's a good Muslim man, but yet he's sending explicit pictures to his friends? I don't think that's allowed in the Muslim faith. Charlie Gold says the idea and reasoning to get rid of her cats isn't new. Chantal will get rid of anything that stands in the way of what she fetishizes. I guess her following through is shocking. I never forgot the monster that Chantal has been and continues to be. Well, Chantal always looks for new lows to hit, Charlie. She's always looking for ways to stick it to the audience and make everybody upset. That's what she's known for. And there's the picture, and I'm not going to show all of it. I'm not going to do it. Mrs. Robinson says, OFC, you're incapable of any non-self-serving emotions. Besides, you can't even hide how happy you are to get rid of the cats. Yeah, she's way too happy for someone who's giving up not just one pet, but two. She's way too happy. Oh, she went there? I didn't see this tweet. Miss Robinson says, I'm so thankful for Sam's Bar Lounge. She's mocking Dee Dee's DV. Remember this one, y'all. The traumatized DV victim, laughing at a real DV victim. Her reality now is better. What? Oh, we're going to go off on that in a minute. Yes, we are. Poor BBJ. Ms. Robinson says, more cats, lies, and excuses. All her excuses are easy fix if she really had an emotional bond with those cats. But she doesn't. She never had. She's a psychopath, incapable of any emotions. At least you know she's a selfish bee. Yes, she's very selfish, self-serving. And there's BBJ and Sam playing when Sam was just a baby. He was a kitten. This is real love, Chantal. That's what real love looks like. And you had it in your own house. It was sitting next to you the whole time. And you're giving up real love for fake love. Well, you'll find out later what a bad idea that was. All right, I'm not going to go any further because there's the picture. Let me go ahead and stop the screen again. Okay. All right, so now we're going to get into the actual live stream. which is like less than an hour. I'm trying to keep my calm, y'all. You have no idea how upset I am right now. I'm trying to stay calm. I don't want to scream my head off, although I feel like it. So let's get to, shall we?
Hello. Sorry, that's to get rid of any lipstick on my teeth. Flopera, how did I know you would be the first one? And how did I know this would be your first question? How? How did I know that? I need to have.
She just dropped off Sam, right? She just dropped him off, and this is what we're doing. You're not crying, you're upset, nothing.
My coffee now. Hold on.
Look how happy she looks. This is not normal. You've got 2 pets. You just gave up one, and you're not the least bit phased.
Stare at some junk while I prepare my.
Oh, by the way, somebody pointed this out in another stream. Now you know the filters are going. Look behind. Look right here, y'all. Look at the doorway. You see how that doorway is all distorted? It looks like it's 10 feet tall and skinny. Now y'all know the filters are working. Proof of the filters right there. That doorway, it looks like it's a ruler. That's not normal. That's the filters making everything that's wide small. Oh, and thank you for pointing that out. Flopera says, not the Coldie box. Yeah, so what's the Coldie box doing on the counter? I thought you weren't supporting Coldest Water Bottle anymore, Chantal. You said their water bottle sucked. You were mad at Coldest Water Bottle because they dropped you twice. You went off on Coldest Water Bottle, but yet you've got one of their boxes on your counter. Got to do what's love.
All right, what, you want me to address the elephant in the room besides me?
That's an understatement.
Oh no, sorry, I'm a cow. No, I'm not zooted. I'm just crazy. This is the thing. If it weren't for the glassy eyes, you'd never be able to tell. Actually, I'm not sure what the shade is called.
You know, I'm just curious, Chantal, if that filter made the doorway look skinny, I wonder what you'd look like without the filter. I'm just saying.
Papa Smurf, I have to check. I think it's called I'm Fabulous. Sorry, just wait. No, the beezer is not gone yet. All right. I spent a lot of time researching actually what I would need to do to bring Sam with me, assuming he would not be terrified as it is. Hi, Sriracha. Hi, everybody.
You know what, Chantal? I'm all about ASMR and ambiance. I make them for my channel, and that clinking the spoon up against the cup. Can we just stop that? You're stirring that thing to death.
By the way, sorry. Oh, Nikki, welcome to Very Important Bees. Where you sit bees. So he would need a passport. He would need like a whole bunch of documents. All this stuff that I didn't think of. Hi, baby. So yeah, anyway, this is better. This is
better for you. So basically what you're saying is there were steps that I could have taken to take him with me if I cared enough. I just didn't care enough. You've been home for what, a week or so? You had time. You'll be leaving in a couple of weeks. You've got time. You just didn't want to make the time. You don't want to be bothered. It'd be easier to give the cat to somebody. And you know what? If he's going to a good home, I support that. You're an irresponsible, thoughtless, neglectful person. The cat does not need to be with you. He doesn't need to be with you in Ottawa or even in Kuwait. I support Sam and BBJ going to other people. It should have happened long ago when you got with Natter and your focus went on to men rather than your pets. If you're in a position where you just don't want to take care of anything, not even yourself, you don't need pets. So I'm praying that they both end up in better places with better people because you are not that person.
This is done out of pure love for my cats, and that's
You're a liar. This was done out of pure love for Salah, an obsession with Salah, a guy that doesn't care about you, that doesn't want to be with you. If Salah could get that paycheck and not have to deal with you, I'm sure he would, but he has to go through you, unfortunately. You're just the obstacle in the way to the paycheck. And Salah, if this is what you do, you're just seeking out the biggest cow with the most milk, and you're all about that life of, let me just go to these women and find the one with the most money and hook up with them. If this is your life, then you deserve everything that's coming to you too. If this is how you're planning your life, bro, any misery she gives you, you will deserve it. Because you don't have the good sense to walk away when you should.
the last I'm going to say about it. Yes, I'm sad. Obviously, I'm sad. I'm going to miss him, and I probably won't realize how much until after. But I'm going to try to accept the fact that he's going to have a nice life. Hi, Freya. Miriam, thank you. Sorry. In that he's going to be better off without me.
Okay. That's true. I will agree with that. He'll be better off without you. Same with BBJ. Because they were suffering while they were there. You weren't trying to take care of them. They were always running out of food. They weren't properly groomed. They weren't taken to the vets. You're right. They will be better off without you.
Okay. No, I can't take them. Chubby youth. I know it's sad. So, but we have to move on. Like, he's just gonna have a better life, okay? So, leaked pics, like, number one, there's no proof that's Salah. His face is not showing. But I will say, okay, even
I just want to point something out, and this is just a silly thing. Just indulge me for a minute. Y'all notice that when Chantal comes online that her eyes are huge? Because she's got that big eye filter she uses. Notice that her eyes look different in this live stream. See what a difference the filters make? They make her face smaller. They smooth out her skin. And when she's in the mood, she'll use that big eye filter and that ridiculous contour filter to the point where her chin is all pointy, looking like an elf chin from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, not today. Her eyes look so small compared to the rest of her face.
let's assume it is Salah. Do you guys not think of the concept? Do you not realize? Okay, say it's him. He has a past. Like, he's a man, okay? So a man would have past relationships with people. Yes, it happens. Like, do you not remember the pictures of Tony? Me and Tony I posted? Same thing. Same red light even. Oh no. Oh no. That woman was skinny. Well, why do you think
it just seems like Chantal and Salah have something in common. They're both creepy. They both like taking pictures of people while they're sleeping. That's creepy to me. That's very creepy. It's very invasive. She likes to use that word invasive. That's invasive. Somebody's in bed, they're sleeping, and you're waiting until they go to sleep to take a picture. You're not asking their permission. You're not getting their consent. You're taking a picture of them when they're nude or semi-nude and posting it or holding on to it. That's rude.
He's not with her today, Flop Era. The woman was skinny.
Yep.
And he's with a fat bitch today. So what does that tell you?
That tells me that he's with you for the money. That's what that tells me. No shade on anyone of a bigger size, because there's beauty in all sizes. You can be bigger, smaller, in between. You're still beautiful. It's not about size, it's how you carry yourself. But it begs the question why Salah would be with Chantal when she is a mess. It Her size is her business, okay? She's a mess. Why would a younger man who could be with other people, regardless of size, why would he be with Chantal? Her finances are a mess. Her life is a mess. She's messy. She's insecure. She's jealous. She's controlling. She's manipulating. Why would a person who's got options want to be with somebody like that? It has to be about the money.
Oh no, guess who won? Me.
You didn't win anything yet, girl. You're not over there. You are not over there. You have not won anything. And when you win something, that means something is given to you, right? Your prize is given to you. Oh, you won the race. Here's a trophy. You're paying for your trophy and you keep paying. So you didn't win anything. You may have bought something temporarily, but you didn't win anything. You know what, Chantal? I remember the live streams where you talked about getting a life-size sex doll. Remember those live streams? You said you were contemplating getting a life-size sex doll. You even had the model picked out, and the model looked a lot like Salah. You said all the features you wanted to have, and you wanted to talk to you. Essentially, what you've done is you found a living sex doll that will talk to you and be nice to you. But guess what? The version you got is a lot more expensive than the one you could have gotten, and you could have hung on to the cheaper one. I don't think you're going to be able to hang on to the more expensive one.
Huh. So nobody has a red light in their room? I know! Let's see the date. They're probably way old. Way old. The only thing that they prove is that you people are insanely thirsty and salty. And you're just going to have to stay mad because that's it.
And by the way, Chantal, don't think it has escaped me that you're letting go of one of your cats on Valentine's Day. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. I correct myself. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. But the day before Valentine's Day, you're getting rid of one of your cats. It doesn't escape me that the day of love is almost here and you're letting go of something that actually loved you.
Anyways, all that proves is that this person who did the leaking is a big piece of crap. And I mean, who cares? I mean, really, like, nobody cares. Nobody cares what somebody does 2 friggin' years ago. Like, what am I gonna care? Hi, Missy Moo.
You know what? She says that, but I think she cares very much because she's an insecure, jealous woman. I was talking with people last night discussing the photo, and I said, you know, even if that is an old photo, even if it is, it's still going to bother her because she is an insecure, jealous woman, and she can't bear the thought of any man that she's with being with another woman, whether it's past or present. She's going to be that one that seeing the woman that Salah was with, whether it's now or perhaps at a past date, seeing what the woman looks like, seeing her body type, she's going to be looking over her shoulder with Salah, wondering, is he attracted to her? Is he attracted to the woman across the street? Is he attracted to the woman down the hallway? Yeah. She's going to be insecure, knowing that he's attracted to a different body type. It's going to make her worse.
Babe, like, seriously, are you gonna, like, be mad at me for any past relationships I had? No. Thanks, bad baby. Hi, everybody.
You know, I think Chantal has had more flings and hookups and encounters than she's had relationships. And if we're going to be honest, I think that the things that she's been in, they weren't so much relationships, because relationships are, it's teamwork, it's a partnership. The person that you're with, they are your best friend. That person is your best friend. They love you, you love them. You could tell each other everything. It's equal footing on both sides. I don't think Chantal has ever been in a real relationship. It's been all about her just living off of somebody and partaking of their resources, their hard work, their money, their home. It's all about her just hooking up with somebody and taking what she can take from them before either they run out of their resources or they kick her out. I don't think she's had a real relationship. I don't think the relationship she had with Pete was a real relationship. It was just her hooking up with a guy and taking from him until he literally went bankrupt in every way. Same thing with Bibi. He was a hardworking guy. I'm sure he cared about Chantal, but she was all about taking from Bibi until he had his fill. And then Natter, well, that's not really a relationship, is it? That was a situationship of, I've got the money, and if you want it, you got to go through me. And that's what she has with Salah. I don't think she's ever had a real, true, honest, sincere relationship, nor will she ever, because she's far too narcissistic and selfish. And it's all about what she wants rather than having that sense of, I've got a partner and I'm concerned about them and their well being.
Are you telling me to drink? That is nice. Do you still record Mary Poppins? I can't tell you. You know. I've done it. Look at that picture, the red light picture I posted before. I don't know. Bragging rights. No. Yeah, who says it's even Salah? But men and women aren't allowed. Technically, yeah. What's your lip color? I don't know. I left it upstairs, so you're never gonna find out. But all right. Baby, sorry, oops. Baby, I don't have my ring, but I have my infinity bracelet to prove my love. Yeah, so you can't see the faces. What is this? This is, she said, even if Salah, it was in the past. Yeah, like, even if it was, because I'm pointing out every single possible angle here.
Sanjay sends a super chat saying, taking pictures of naked sleeping woman and sharing is gross. Agreed. Agreed. It's invasive. It's a breach of privacy. It's gross.
Trixie. Oh, sure. Now they're gonna find something like that. I posted a picture of like member of Tony and I, like on my community post. Everyone's like, that's so creepy. How do you know that person didn't have permission to do it? Thanks for the super chat.
Because you waited until he was asleep. You didn't take a picture of him when he was awake and looking directly at the camera. You waited till he was asleep. Creepy. I'm sorry, it is creepy.
I just saw the pic on Reddit. There's like an inch of the man shown who looks like every other Arab man in the world. Right. Gingivitis B's. No. Fat Judy. Salah has never seen, looked at, breathed near, touched another woman before Chantal.
That's what Chantal wants to believe desperately. She wants to believe that she is the be-all, end-all of women when it comes to Salah, but seems like Salah is a easy man to be with, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, right. Anyway, I'm assuming, theoretically, allegedly, that these pictures, if it was true, let's say it was between...
You know what? When you say things like, let's just say, and if it was true, that means you don't know for sure. And you also just said that you are assuming. You know what assuming leads to, Chantal? You ever heard the old saying that, when you assume something, you're making an ass out of you as well as me? Yeah. So you're not sure. You're trying to, put your foot on both bases. I don't know if it's true, but if it is, you're assuming, but you don't know.
Between Salah and Allah. What does that say about Allah asking for these kinds of pictures? Like, wouldn't you be bothered if your husband was receiving like pictures like this? Please, I'm sure he was like, oh, please don't send me pictures. Right, you're so virtuous.
By the way, Chantal, I heard a while back that when you and Pete were together, you took pictures of Pete's, intimate pictures, and you shared them with people. Can I just say I think that's gross? I'm sure he didn't get his consent for that.
Why does he have it saved on his phone when it's probably from like 2 years ago? Exactly. It's probably from like years ago. It's probably an old photo, and it's no proof that it's of Salah. So,
But there's no proof it isn't either. See, there's the rub. There's no proof it's him, but there's no proof it ain't him.
oh, Ella, why did you have this saved on your phone? Your wife must love that. A lot of D-youths around here. BBest angels. Like that, if that was Salah.
If, there we go with the if again. That's popping up a lot. If, what if? That means you don't know. That means you don't know. As a married woman, shouldn't you know? Shouldn't you know? I'd be asking questions.
That picture's not even in his phone.
Oh, how do you know that? You went through his phone? You're telling on yourself. That picture isn't even on his phone. That means you went through his phone. You insecure, jealous shrew. You went through his phone, looking up everything. You went through his phone.
So the fact that it's still in Allah's phone though, and not in apparently the original intended recipient, that's so weird. Anyway, deep fake eyebrow. I would talk to Salah about that for sure. Sounds like an important convo and you wouldn't ignore it. Well, Anna Loverly, trust me, I know everything about my husband. I know about his past. He knows about my past. Nobody's an angel. And I know everyone's like freaking out. Oh, look at the pictures, the leaked pictures. Like, please. There's nothing to explain. Like, even if it was him, how can I expect him not to have any pictures with women? How can I expect him to never be with a woman? Like, so, you know what I mean, though? Like, I can now bring any pic from the internet and upload and say it's flop era. Would you believe it? Yeah. And you can say the eyebrow. Oh, you can say the eyebrow. Hi, Ash. Lola, hi. But literally, and I don't like to bring this up, talk about anybody from my past. Tony had the same hair and eyebrow as Salah. Same red light too, as the picture, or as like Salah used to have. Anyone can have a red light picture, a red light. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. That's it.
If that's all you had to say, why is your live stream almost an hour?
Like, I think a lot of Arab men have deep eyebrows. You understood that, baby? Hi, Nikki. As Muslims, this is beyond wrong and haram. It is. I would involve the police. Yeah. The cats are still alive, but the cat... Aww. Sweetest angels. I can't take my cats to Kuwait.
You know what? I'm glad that BBJ is on camera today and showing herself in this video because she looks healthy. She looks like she's in fairly good health. Probably could be better if Chantal gave her to somebody that actually gave a crap. But if Chantal tries to come back later and say BBJ is sick and she had to be put down, we'll know otherwise.
I just can't do it. There's no possible way. Like, it's for it to be possible would be near impossible and not the best thing for them. What has Salah said about everything? Not much, because he's unbothered. Like, he stays unbothered. Even by Chef Sharktooth. Sorry, that's very... Yes. Nikki, I'm going to be leaving in like a month or so.
You know, I'm just going to throw this theory in here. Just a gut feeling that I have, and it is a possibility, and it will stay a possibility until Chantal is actually in Kuwait with Salah. Don't know if that's going to occur, but I just have this deep gut feeling that everything going on is just Chantal behind the scenes. She's been seeing Natter. She's been talking to Natter. Perhaps he's been selling her the party favors again. And if you guys remember back when Foodie was seeing Natter, because Natter is the love of her life. I don't care what she says. With Chantal, you can't trust what she says. Her actions speak louder than words. She got on a live stream long ago and she said, I am addicted to this man, talking about Natter. She actually said that, and we know how she is with her addictions. She's not about curbing her addictions, she's about indulging them. So I feel she's been behind the scenes supporting Natter, giving him money, buying him groceries, paying the bills. And perhaps, all this stuff going on, her modesty, her rehoming the cats, giving up the villa, perhaps her and Natter might be getting together at some point. Because her having the cats and her being with Pete's, those are bones of contention between her and Natter at one point. Like, that was what was standing in her way. And Didi and Natter are having issues these days. So if you look at both sides, Chantal getting rid of the cats, getting rid of the villa, getting rid of Pete's. And on Natter's side, like, him and Didi have been fighting. They've been having issues. He's over there saying that they're single. Why would all this be happening in succession? Like, what's it all about? Maybe there's a bit of a smoke screen going on where, you know, like, she's deflecting. Look over at me and Salah and let me act like I'm going to go be with Salah when actually she's going to go be with Natter. We're going to find out, though. She's supposed to be leaving in 3 weeks. I don't know if she can because, as I understand it, it takes a while to get a proper visa to travel. I don't know if she'll be allowed to travel because of her debt. But until then, the possibility of her ending up with Natter is very real.
Oh, thanks, babe, for saying that. People act like Salah can't have more than one type in women. like, oh, he was skinny. Yeah, but he's not with a skinny person anymore. So what does that tell you about that skinny person? Being skinny is not enough to keep a man. Imagine. Oh, imagine.
You know what, Chantal? If you weren't paying him, if you weren't giving him money and supporting Salah, if Salah had his own means and was living off his own means and wasn't getting any financial support from you, and he wanted to be with you, I would say it was sincere. But the fact that he is getting financial support, you are sending him money, you have sent him money, it was revealed, you sent him $9,000, that's all I need to know. Because real love you don't have to pay for. Real love is a gift. It is priceless in value. You can't buy it. If you buy it, it isn't real. You don't have a real husband. You don't have a real boyfriend. You're renting somebody. You're renting companionship, and the cost is ongoing. And you'll never be able to stop paying. I thought you learned that lesson with Natter, but I guess you didn't. You tried for over a year to be with Natter. You paid for his companionship. You paid thousands and thousands of dollars, and you never got real love. That was never on the table. It was always a financial transaction. It was always a financial agreement. And here you are again with Salah. If he were independent, standing on his own 2 feet, with his own job and his own money, and looking at you and saying, I don't need your money. You keep it for you. I just want to be with you. I would say, yes, he really does love you. But apparently love is not on the table here. It's what you can buy him. It's what you can provide for him. So enjoy that fake love, mama. Enjoy it, because that's all you have. Fakery. You don't have the real thing. The real love that you do have, you're giving away. You're giving to other people. And if they end up in better places, I support that, because you don't deserve real love in any form. You're far too rotten and far too selfish.
But that's none of my business. I don't know any of these memes. So we're going to be beezing out of town for a couple days.
Who's we?
How much was this?
Wait a minute. Who's we? We are going to be out of town for 2 days. Who's we? There's just you. Who's the other person? You used a plural form of speaking. Who's the other person? Is it Natter? Because Salah ain't there.
No wonder I'm broke. Babe, made in China. You'll never guess how much these stupid things are. I got this a long time ago. $27. So that's like what, Katie? Sorry. Okay, so I know, Mary. I don't know what to do. The thing is I have to get him certified. I have to get him like a passport for my pets.
Look at her being so bothered. Big deep sigh here. I have to get him a passport. I have to do this. It's not that hard if you prepare. And if you're a real pet owner and you love your pets, you won't be so irritated. You won't be rolling your eyes right now. It's just paperwork. If you love your pets, they go where you go. And if you meet somebody and they got a problem with your pets, you know what you tell that person? You tell them to hit the bricks. Because it's a package deal. Either take it all or don't take it all at all. If you have a pet, before you meet somebody and you love them and they love you and you're bonded, if you have the right person in your life, they will accept you and everything that you love and that you value. It won't be a matter of, in order to have me, you have to sacrifice things you love. You have to give up things you love or that you like. No real person who loved anybody or anything would ever have that attitude. Real love is about addition, not subtraction.
Hey, Down Under. Don't you guys think it will be better for Chubby McBoos? Nobody knows. Nikki. If he breaks up with her for real, he'll have to be homeless. So it's not easy to get a place. I should know, because I spent a whole day running around looking for friggin' places on Rue Berry, didn't I? I'm so thankful for Sam's Bar Lounge.
That part. That part. I was trying to be good. I'm trying to stay calm. because I know a lot of you like the calm reacts. I'm not about that screaming, yelling, cursing life. When I do curse, it's because I'm really angry and I'm about to get really angry. And you guys know why. I don't have to tell you. But it's about to get loud. So she's thankful for Sam's Bar Lounge. Why, Foodie? Why? Why are you thankful for Sam's Bar Lounge? When they posted videos of Natter and Dee Dee, very upsetting, triggering videos of Natter being abusive to Dee Dee, why are you thankful for that? Why are you, an alleged victim of DV, thankful for a channel posting videos of somebody else's DV? And why are you saying that with a smile on your face? Real victims do not relish in the abuse of other victims. Real victims do not use the abuse of a victim to torment or bully them. They would never think of doing something like that. Do you know who would do that? Somebody who's a fake victim, who's never experienced that hell. Somebody who's never experienced that pain. Someone who is wrathful and vengeful and spiteful and bitter and hateful and evil and rotten would do that without blinking an eye. And so you have. You even went so far as to show a Sam's Bar Lounge video on your live stream. Miss, I'm a DV victim for pay, victim for views. No, that was you. You did that. And here you are talking about it again. And why are you bringing it up now? Today is a day where you gave up one of your pets and you're bringing that up. For what purpose? For what purpose exactly? To be bitter and mean and spiteful and doing it while you're wearing a hijab and an abaya. You're supposed to be a newly reverted Muslim woman. And as I understand it, the good Muslim people, they are against gossiping and being hateful and mean and slandering, yet you continue to do that while wearing that clothing. You should be ashamed. Absolutely ashamed.
Because my reality right now could be a lot different. The people in the pic are calling her Kuwaiti Dee Dee. Wait, it would have to be reverse Kuwaiti Dee Dee. I know, Gabrielle. I don't want to think about it too much. About Sam. He was tweaking bad. Like, I have his stuff packed up and ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I'm really sad, but I know that he'll be okay. And anytime I want to...
You know, I can't relate to somebody who has owned pets for years. They give up one of their pets and they're not crying. They're not upset. They're singing and smiling. I can't relate to you. I don't understand you.
Find out how he's doing. And I'm telling these people who are taking my cats.
Wait, yesterday in your live stream, you said something very telling. You said, whoever gets him, you pretty much admitted. You said it without saying it. You don't know who is going to get Sam. You pretty much admitted that he's going to a shelter. You savage, feral, cold-hearted beast. You pretty much admitted he's going to a shelter. Why would you make that statement? Whoever gets him, like you don't know. How would you not know unless you're dropping him off at a shelter and you have no idea who gets him? I really hope that's not his fate. I want everybody to know that. I really hope that's not his fate nor BBJ's fate. I hope that there's a happy ending for both. But this one gives me no hope. If she were a good owner, if she were a responsible owner, I would breathe a sigh of relief. but I can't just because knowing what an evil person Chantal is.
If anything, you don't want them for whatever reason, it doesn't work out, call me. I will do something.
And what are you going to do? Miss going to Kuwait in 3 weeks? How would you be able to help? You're supposed to be going to Kuwait. So if you did give the cats to somebody and there was a problem, what are you going to do? You're thousands of miles away. How could you help them? You're not going to be able to help. You're not going to be in the same country.
I don't know. I seriously just want to bring them. I want to bring them, but I didn't even think that there would be requirements. Like once they get to Kuwait, then they have to like go through all these customs and things, inspections or what? Hi, Jack. I have nowhere to keep him either. Yeah. I mean, obviously people can find out if they're going to shelters. They're not.
Oh. Oh no.
Bee.
Oh, that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. I wonder if BBJ is missing Sam right now. I bet she is. Because she's used to living with Sam. And he's gone now.
Are you okay?
You see what you're doing to your pet, Chantal? No, because you're a bitch.
No, my family can't because my mom has a dog who eats cats for breakfast. Like he hates cats. Tinky Winky, stop being dumb. What do you mean? Don't make fun of him or he'll block you. I feel like you're giving up everything that makes you you. If you really analyze it, I'm moving on to a more nurturing chapter of my life than just, like I'm more to myself than my cats. He does look like a grumpy old man, Aisha. He's very grumpy. He's not a native speaker, exactly. So, in her tender days. Buster can smell evil. He probably doesn't know the bear part. He probably just saw the part where he said he wants him. We don't want to be in Canada right now. That's why wholesale Melissa.
No, you don't want him to be in Canada. You don't want Salah in Canada, where he has access to more women and more freedom. You want him to stay with you in a little box in Kuwait and treat it like a prison cell where you sit on a couch and he comes and he brings you food and you can look through his phone. That's what you want. You want the environment where he doesn't have much choice, because that's the kind of person that you are. You want an environment where you feel the most secure and the most happy and the most comfortable. And part of that comfort and security is knowing that your man doesn't have the freedom to go out and find other women or to do much. That's what you want. And you're desperate to fly out of Canada to get away from all your problems that you yourself created.
I know that's like, it's such a weird concept to Westerners that people, not everybody from other parts of the world, really want to be here. Like it's not an urgent rush, you know? No, Anna Loverly. No offense, but I mean, BBJ, yeah, she's 20. Gum swelling? Maybe. When I floss them, it does that because I don't do it enough. Hello, wa alaikum assalam. Hi, Lyric. Sa Bill zapped. So, yeah, I know a whole bunch of people unsubscribed are so mad at me for the cuts. But then I'm thinking, like,
You know what? In my opinion, more should have unsubscribed. And I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. This is YouTube. People can go where they want. They can watch who they want. Like enjoy and use your freedom to go where you like and support who you like. But in my opinion, more people should have unsubscribed from Chantal. But that's their decision. But I hope there's more to follow.
it's not their decision. It's not like, what would they do? They have no idea what they would do in that situation, you know? Like, just because you think that I'm leaving my cats for a fake marriage, like, you're so wrong about it. So,
No, we're right about it. Because you weren't considering giving up the cats until you started getting wrapped around men that don't even love you. You were considering the idea when you were with Natter. You're doing it again for Salah. It's pretty obvious, Chantal, that you want to be with a man so bad, you're willing to give up your cats. But I really hope it works out the best for them. And I hope that when that day comes, you don't have the cats, that Karma goes to her bedroom, goes to her closet, pulls out her highest pair of 8-inch platform spike boots, laces them up, puts them on, and gets to work on you and walks all over you.
I don't know what to tell you, you know? What's for lunch? Oh boy. I don't know. I'm going to wait for my mom and then see what we're going to do. He was free. Anyways. I know people always use the argument, well, he was on Tinder looking for Canadian. I was actually on Tinder looking for Arab men. Like, I was attracted to Arab men. So he was probably just attracted to Western women. Like, you know, I was putting for different areas. It didn't mean that I ever thought that I would marry somebody and move to their country. You know, so it's could be the similar situation. I hate when people use that as an excuse. Like, who cares?
Yeah, so this happened. Nikki D says a lot of channels are making farewell videos of Sam throughout the years. Yeah, I've seen a few of them. Isn't that sad? The reactors, the haters, think so highly of the cats, care so much for the cats, they're doing farewell videos. Sam is her cat. Where's her farewell video of him or BBJ? None to be found.
Who cares? It was just so it was so fast and haphazard because they're making farewell videos of Sam. I don't want to do that. I don't like that sad stuff.
Yet you'll get on camera, Chantal. You'll come on camera crying about abuse. You'll do that. You come on camera and put on the fake tears for views, for profit. So it's only your sadness that matters.
I hate that sad stuff, actually. I don't want to. Because then it will make it so I'll be so sad editing that. I can't. I can't. I can't have a cat right now. Pets are a huge responsibility that I was probably never, with my type of lifestyle and everything, was probably never ready for in my life, you know?
I will agree with you there. You never should have had a pet. Never. You can't take care of yourself. You don't need to bring into your life something that will depend on you.
I need to feel the emotions, yeah. They're torturing themselves on purpose. That's an actual thing. Uh, he became a citizen after 15 years. I know it took like I know like on like 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, here we go. Yes, good point. Tinky Winky says, what about the goodbye videos you made for Natter? Yeah, you don't like that sad stuff, Chantal. But what about the collages you made for Natter? Again, I can't relate. I can't relate making a loving collage for someone who was my abuser. I could never. But you did one for Natter. And you did another video where you showed Natter, even though this man, according to you, sexually and physically abused you and hurt you, put you through so much hell. You did a loving collage. You did like a little sad video.
That one guy was Syrian. That's for the U.S. though, but it took him like 3 years to get to the U.S. to get granted visas for the U.S. So, but that's not like, you know, I'm sure if he wanted into Canada, he could get it so much easier than the likes of me. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense for him to be using me for anything.
He is using you. You know what? You want to test to see if this love is real, to see if the relationship is real, Chantal. Here's what you do. It's very simple. You go to Salah and say, I'm broke. I'm broke. I don't have the money to send you this month. I can't send you anything. Just say the words, I'm broke. See what happens. See what happens. I'm broke. Test it. I dare you to test it. You know you won't. If he loves you, he'll stick around, regardless of the money. Right? Just say, I'm broke. Just 2 words, I'm broke. See what happens. You know you won't do it because he will fail the test. If you say that you're broke, he won't answer your phone calls. He will want nothing to do with you. Your worth is measured only by your money because there's nothing else there that anybody wants. You are an empty, toxic black hole that sucks the life out of anyone that comes near you. There's nothing appealing about you. There is nothing attractive about you. You are not a respectable person. You have no sense of manners, no social graces. You are vulgar and gross and disgusting. You value no one and nothing. You have no loyalty to anyone but you. Why would any decent, real loving person want anything to do with you? You are scum of the earth. That's what you are. That's why I support you and Natter getting together, because you're both 2 peas in a pod. You are exactly alike. You both deserve each other. Neither one of you deserves to be with a decent person. Decent people get near people like you and they get ruined for other people. So go be with Natter. Don't be with Salah. Go be with Natter, the real love of your life.
So yeah, other than love. You guys want to have a Riverside Pizza Bees tonight?
So she gets rid of one of her cats and we're going to do another pizza party. Tell me you're happy about letting go of Sam without telling me you're happy about letting go of Sam.
So I know a lot of you hate me. Like, how can you get rid of Sam? Don't have a choice. Like,
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Your choice could have been, you know what? Yeah, I had fun in Kuwait with my boy toy. I got some companionship or whatever. You have a choice to stay in Canada, fix yourself, fix your life, take care of your cats, get your finances together, take care of your health. You could have fixed all your problems. And then if you fix all of that and you decide, you know what? I want to be in a relationship now. I am ready. I'm at my best. I feel my best. I can go travel now. I can be with somebody and it won't be toxic. I won't attract toxic people. That is the time you do things like that. You don't leave yourself a broken mess and then look for someone to either put up with it or fix it. No, you got a choice. You just don't want to make the harder choice because that would require work. You want to take the easy way out and run to another country and sit on a couch and gain 200 more pounds and become bedbound and think that Salah is going to take care of you. Ma'am, he is not a trained medical nurse with no training on how to take care of somebody once they become bedbound. Is that your ultimate future? You're going to go over there and binge your heart out, and then once you reach a point where you can't even get out of bed, you're going to expect Salah to keep feeding you, to keep running out to BK and Starbucks, and then sit there and just keep feeding you until something happens? By the way, Kuwait does not have free medical care. Canada does. And you've been taking advantage of Canada's medical care. But if you're going to be over in Kuwait or perhaps another country, you won't have that advantage. What if something medical happens to you? You're playing a very dangerous game with your health and you don't care. All you care about is seeking out companionship and finding a living sex doll to smile and look good on camera. That's your idea of a happy life. Well, have at it. See what happens.
For my particular situation right now. Flop era. And I'm not heartless, but...
Yes, you are. You don't have a heart. You never did. Actually, you're heartless and soulless. You don't have a soul. That's why you're able to do things without remorse or regret, because you don't have a soul.
I think I'm a lot colder than I used to be, even just a year ago. Like, I feel a lot, not colder, but like stoic in a lot of ways. Like,
maybe that's part of your problem. You feel nothing. You feel nothing for animals. You feel nothing for people. You don't even feel anything for yourself. So you go with your impulses, looking for a way to feel something. You're in the pursuit of pleasure, even if it's temporary. Just trying to feel something to break through the emptiness, because that's what you are. You're empty. You feel nothing. And you regret nothing. And you're remorseful for nothing. You cause a lot of hurt, and yet you don't acknowledge it.
you know, I can never do right. If I keep my cats, I'm an animal abuser. Exactly. I see comments like, oh, she's a piece of crap. But at the same time, I guess I'm kind of happy they're going to a better home. Like, give me a break, Mm. Oh, my 3-in-1. Could you share updates? Maybe. My rationalization skills? I know. Me and Chantal could save a group of orphans from a burning building. We should do that. And not like let him, it would be selfish, I think, of me. Because yeah, like if I'm just thinking of myself, that's where the problem is. I see people think I'm selfish with everything and that I don't. I can say that I am selfish sometimes. But with
All the time.
with my cats, no, I'm doing like what's the best thing for them in any case. Like with this situation anyways. Salah's English has never been bad. No, it's very good, babe. So anyways, I can't stay long because I have...
And another thing I've been noticing lately, Chantal, and I remember you doing this when you were wrapped tightly around Natter. See, because you live stream so much, and you pick up on patterns of behavior with a person. You know, you're very predictable. I don't know if you know this, but it's true. You're very predictable. You're a person, and humans develop patterns of behavior. You love attention. You love being on YouTube. You love the attention, the money from YouTube. You have no problem live streaming 6 to 10 hours a day. So when you were seeing Natter, when you were really, really wrapped around Natter, you would live stream for less than an hour and then disappear for the rest of the day. And you're back to doing that. And you're also back to doing the party favors. That's pretty obvious with the way that you've got energy to just be hyper and rubbing at your nose. I mean, again, patterns. I know a lot of your patterns without actually wanting to. So this live stream was for less than an hour. You want to get your mandatory stream of the day in to make a little bit of money so you can get off camera and run straight to Natter, because he lives in Montreal now. That's a 2-hour drive. So 2 hours there and 2 hours back. You want to spend time around Natter. Obvious is obvious.
Plans. I have my CPAP all ready to go. Baby, I'm ready to. So I'm not surprised by that picture. I've done that. You know, whatever. It's probably a picture from years ago. It's like.
Probably, but you're not sure. You're not verifying it. You're not coming on camera and saying, I talked to Salah and he told me exactly when that picture was taken. You're not coming on camera and saying that. So you haven't verified yet.
I don't even know, like, number one, like, you've seen our new apartment. There's not even red lights in our new place.
Anybody can put a red light filter on a picture. Anybody. It doesn't have to be red lights in the room. There's tons of filters where you can just like put a red filter over it.
So how can that be a new picture? Hello. Like, anyway. You live to suffer. Well, that's on you, Angelica. Literally, until we both until one of us passes out. So, so there. Okay, you are all brain dead. Whoever thinks, like to see people actually ruminating over this and like acting like Allah is some savior, like Moses giving this friggin' scriptures or something. Like, get a life. What do we talk about? Our future, what we're gonna do. We plan things, talk about Harry. Say I love you and mushy things.
Papa Smurfette says it feels like you're trying to convince yourself. Yep, she's trying to talk herself into everything is okay. He wasn't with a woman presently. She's trying to talk herself into it and convince herself.
What do you think we talk about? Yeah.
You know, it's the same way that she talked herself into being with Natter, despite the fact that people were coming forward and showing Chantal screenshots while she was seeing Natter of his profiles all over the place. She talked herself into still hanging around that man. She's doing it again.
So, I mean, whatever. Sounds like I'm convincing myself. You guys are funny. I'm not going to tell you anything, Flop Era. So, what else? A breakup vid. Oh, hi. Some real creepers showed up. I have some spray. I have some mace. Or like coyotes. Your wife just breaks your furniture.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? We're done here. I'm done with her for this video. She's in a happy mood. She's laughing. She's smiling. She just gave up one of her pets. She was smiling in the photo. You guys saw it. Not crying at all, not upset, not thinking about, I just gave up one of my pets. He's gone forever. She's not upset. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I'm not saying she has to come on camera and do a full-on sobbing and crying, but she doesn't look sad at all. Again, no remorse, no regret, no sadness, no nothing. Just the lack of emotion is disturbing. So you know what? We're done here. And I'm going to take a moment to pray for both those cats. Hope that they end up in better places. I really hope that happens. So I hope everyone has a good day today. Thank you very much for watching this React video and have a good one. Bye-bye.